everyone! I'm BubbleBuoy and welcome to the Playful Pond! 'Tis good to see you all today, and I see that AP Gamer is in the chat with us. I hope school and that have been going well for you. 'Tis nice to see you here with us. I know we have been playing Blueprints the last little while, and we have not finished that game yet, but my brain is not capable of thinking too much, so I figured Undusted seemed like a much simpler game that I should be able to process. Oh, you're surviving so far. It is indeed good that you are surviving thus far. I know, my brain has been so bad at the thinking that I am having a hard time with my crocheting, despite how easy a task that is for me these days. I know generally crocheting is not an easy task for people, but I've been doing it long enough, it's easy for me. And the fact that I don't like that I'm struggling with one of the most simple, or one of the things I feel is simple. I keep getting reminded that the crochet is not as easy as I make it out to be, because I'm usually around knitters whenever I'm doing it, and they're just fascinated with the stuff I do. Oh wait, I can relate. I feel so stupid these days for some reason. Yes! You're like, no, wait, I can do the thing. Brain, let me do the thing. I know we can do the thing. Maybe it's because I didn't use my brain much in the holidays. I think my brain's just been so overloaded the past little while, because a lot of like rather emotional things have been happening to me. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I have had help and stuff from friends and family, and it is looking like we're coming out of the end of that, but it's just lots of things hit me at once. So I think brains are like, no, we've done too much thinking. I need to stop the thinking for a bit. So hopefully we'll be back to Blueprints soon, but like very much need to not be thinking nearly as much as that game requires to think. Right, let us turn our actual game on. Press the buttons. Where is... What's happened? I pressed... My butt's broken. Okay, I guess I'm doing this manually. And of course doing this manually screws up my whole setup for me. There we go. I'm going to need to check my Stream Deck later. I've not had to fix my Stream Deck like this before. But yeah, we have Undusted. I know this is just a little game about restoring various things that you find in effectively an abandoned house. That has been my understanding of what I've seen about this game. Yes, oh, I did indeed notice that you'd 100%ed the Silk songs in the Discord. Jeez, my brain's been really weird. I'm not used to doing the before games. That's not normally a me thing. The Silk song, gosh. What am I doing? But yeah, that's great. It doesn't seem like it was too long after starting school that you 100%ed it. I know you previously had the goal of 100%ing it before you started. Ironically, it ended up taking less time than I did to 100% Hollow Knight. Oh. I mean, I imagine that is to some degree down to the fact that you've been so much into Hollow Knight, and there'll be some degree of muscle memory that'll have made it easier. I'm gonna hit. Let's actually hit start for this. I don't know much about this game. Oh, cool. That's me reading. I can read your message first. Partly because I actually got pretty good at the game, and also because I didn't have much left to do. Yeah. Well, it's just the base game for Silk Song. There's gonna be DLC. Well. With Hollow Knight I had to do the DLC content. So we'll see if after the DLC and stuff comes out, if it increases to more than plus boss rushes, which took 20 hours. Oh man. And I didn't even do the last extremely hard one, which isn't required for the 100%. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah. Right, I should probably start reading the game now. When I think of my family home, the first thing that comes to mind are the glittering lake. The glittering lake, that doesn't... The first thing that comes to mind are the glittering lake. Shouldn't that be lakes? The game's loud. Okay. Is this better? Oh gosh, right, really, we're looking forward to the DLC when they had the boss rushes. And you really want to be able to fight some of those. I mean, some boss fights are indeed fun. Ah yeah, this sentence here, yep, it's not rolling off the tongue like it. Brain doesn't think this is right. Oh gosh, Silksong is full of excellent boss fights. Given the amount of time they spent working on it, I'd hope so. Right, when I think of my family home, the first thing that comes to mind are the glittering lake and the gently sloping hills. After walking through the bustling streets over the hills and along the lakeside, my house and its bright red roof soon came into view. I would chat with Mum and Dad as we passed through the front gate together, and the big lemon tree in the yard would always greet us. For someone like me who lacked courage, maybe all I needed was an excuse. No matter how small, the letter from my aunt was enough. Ooh. Right, honestly, with the masterpiece they've given us 7 years, it doesn't even seem like that much time now. Yes! Yeah, hell, I don't think I would have processed it'd been 7 years myself, but I at least know I don't process time quite normally. Especially since it's... Yeah, I feel like they'd have been given a decent chunk of leeway given it is 3 people making the dang thing. Alright, continue. What is our letter? Well, 6 years, not 7. Right, well... Ooh. Dear Adora, long time no see. How have you been? Are you doing all the things you've always wanted to do? It's been a while since I've heard from you. Come to think of it, the last time we saw each other was at Lily's funeral. I'm sorry to trouble you after all this time, but I can't find the necklace your mother gave me. I'm fairly certain that I left at your house after one of my visits. Ooh, wait. I have actually ordered a book from Japan for the first time! Oh, that is pretty cool! That is indeed pretty cool. What book was it? I feel like you've told me what book it was, but I can't remember. I really thought I had lost it for good, you know? I know it's a bit of a hassle, but could you send it to me? It should be in the attic. That's where Lily and I spent most of our time together when I was over. Thank you. Love, your aunt. Ooh. Oh! One is the Kirby book I mentioned previously and the 2 volumes of the Amori manga. Because as soon as I learned it exists, I had to get... Yep. Of course. Oh, there is some noises from people. We're not getting voice acting, but she made a noise. It's been a long time since I last came back. I should tidy up the place. I suppose now is the right time. For the time being, it's the least I can do. The key. Ah, here it is. It's rusted all over. I'll have to clean it before I can use it. How do I clean? Oh, clean. Button to clean. Use the mouse wheel to zoom. Okay. Hold right click. Ah, right. Okay, that's the rotate. Mouse wheel button. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Learning all the controls. Select the tool to the left and clean. Aha. Ah, there we go. Oh, just using the toothbrush. Whee, there we go. Oh, hints have unlocked. I don't think I need a hint. Like, we are thoroughly cleaning this key. I don't know where I've missed. It shouldn't take much time to do since I already know where to go. Oh, wait. As for games I want to play now, I know I want to play Kirby Forgotten World. Plus, I am starting a second playthrough of Hollow Knight with mods. Yeah, that shouldn't be as long since you already know where to go for everything. Forgotten Land, not world. Oops. Oh well. I still knew what it was. Oh! Hints became available after cleaning items to a certain extent. Well, that's fine. Oh! A hold tab. Okay. Reaching 99% will enable the wrap-up button. Finish cleaning by either reaching 100% of the cleaning process or by pressing the wrap-up button. But what if I want to clean up the entire thing? Oh, yeah, you'll be doing it PC now. Yep. I mostly just want to unlock Steel Soul mode as fast as possible. Right, you know what? Tab. Where? Can you make the key perfect? There we go, you can make the key perfect! Cough, cough. Weirdly enough, that actually brought me back to cleaning some of the things we found on the archaeological digs I've attended. Just a little toothbrush and some water. Cleaning off all the dirt so we can actually see what we're working with. When was the last time this place was cleaned? There's so much dust that I can barely breathe. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. The digs. I love going on the digs. Gosh, I've had a fascination with archaeology since I was tiny. Me being interested in history was no surprise to my family growing up. I managed to volunteer with the local archaeologist that we have, well, the archaeologist at our local museum. Personally, I just like getting books, history from books, but it's still nice. I like the hands-on stuff. I loved going to the digs. I personally found a Roman coin. Everyone was like just fascinated with the fact that this random kid, because I think I was 16 at the time, so like this random kid showed up at like one of their first digs. It might have been my first dig actually. for people that have been doing it for at least a decade. So this random kid shows up their first dig and they find a Roman coin, one of the rare things to encounter. Going outside and digging is too much work. It is a lot of work. Loved getting my hands out there and actually stuck into it and getting to pick up all the things that we found. I know the most about clay tobacco pipes. I know an awful lot about clay tobacco pipes for my area. Or, well, the general-ish area. Because some of the clay tobacco pipes actually came from a bit further out. Of course, I wasn't cleaning much of this. I was in the dirt digging up everything. Also, it's so over for that group project. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, we're in the game. We're going to the attic to find the necklace. It's not good that group project. I don't like the phrase that you like. So gosh. Oh no. Oh, your group doesn't seem very eager to work. Oh dang. Okay. Wait. Why is it locked? Oh, is the attic locked? Dang. Now that I think of it, I've hardly ever been into the attic. Mum was always the one in charge of it. Oh well, I need to clean the rest of the house anyway. The attic key should eventually turn up. Where should I even start? Why are we coughing? Just the house key, it hasn't been used in a long time. Also, funnily enough, we ended up picking the Ariane 5 first launch disaster. Ariane 5 being a French rocket. Ah, you're getting to research French rocket. Oh. Right. Oh gosh, this place does not look good, but... Oh, wait. Ah, so of course with my native language French skill, I use that as an opportunity to look up French resources on it. Well, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I imagine there would be more resources for the thing in French. The university asked that 2 of the sources be available in their library. That's it. That doesn't quite feel right. So long as they're credible sources, I don't think it should matter. Being a British university, their French language resources will be limited. They will indeed. Yeah, that's not good. That should very much just be as long as it's credible sources. It shouldn't matter if it comes from their library or not. Right. After being neglected for so long, the house was so heavily laden with dust that I needed a mask to breathe normally. I opened a window and started clearing out some of the dust. When it was cleaning day, I used to be in charge of the floors. Mum took care of the furniture and Dad handled the windows and any tall places that were out of reach. Ooh, well, I can still use at 1, I guess, but other stuff are going to need to be English and from the library. Yeah. I mean, like, I imagine it would help your group if some of the resources were in English. So as they at least don't have an excuse not to do work. And I suppose if it's from the library, it makes it easier for others to access them. Wait, alright. I open. Yes, I've read this. If I close my eyes, I could almost hear it all again. The sound of Mum wiping down the furniture, Dad's humming. While cleaning the living room, I found a dust-covered photo frame on a shelf. Housed inside was our first family photo. Ooh. For now, the main thing I found was the direct disaster report, which was available in both French and English. So I just took quotes from both. Hey, I mean, if you can. Chapter 1. Oh, Once Upon a Time. Ah. Oh. Okay. We can go through things. I imagine the quotes would probably look a little different between the English and the French one. Because direct translations are never really a wise idea. When we went to take our first family photo, Dad had made a peculiar suggestion. While it wasn't unusual for him to say or do something quirky, none of us saw it coming. Why don't we all wear animal costumes? It'll be Adora's first ever family photo, so let's make it a special and unforgettable experience. He pleaded like a giddy child. Arms firmly wrapped around the large costume, Mum let out a deep sigh. Here we go again. I'd be all up for that, and she'll be like, yep, we're absolutely doing the animal costumes. It was massive. He really loved his jokes and pranks. A complete 180 from Mum. Whee. Scrubby scrub. I could have only used the English one, but I did notice a few minor differences, so I decided to cross-check just in case. So this whole gameplay is probably just going to be scrubbing stuff and learning about the history of the items. I don't know what that text that was at the top of the screen was. I didn't. It ran away before I could read it. I was expecting animal things here, not just normal family picture. We're pretty much just restoring the house, I think. So many memories. Oh, is there another picture on the back of this? No, that's just the back of that. My family are even really aware of my learning of Japanese, so they're gonna be pretty confused. They're gonna be pretty confused by the Japanese bits. Yeah, hey, let's just roll with it. I know my family was always just, if you're ordering something, let us know so as we're not confused when something shows up to the door. They didn't care what it was. Obviously, so long as said thing wasn't illegal. But I could have had whatever book show up pretty much, and none of them would really bat an eye. Scrubby, scrubby, scrub. Well, I kind of can too. Yeah, oh gosh. Well, yeah, I can't imagine it would be particularly easy to hide that you're learning a language. But yeah, some people aren't observant. I go through phases where I can be rather observant, and then I'm the most oblivious person on the planet. We never know which one it's going to be at any given moment. Ah, that's where the rest of the stuff is. Like, I'm not planning to buy the physical copies of that one femboy manga. Yeah, the fact that I suspect I know what one you're on about, and yeah, no, I don't think anybody would really be wanting to purchase physical copies of that. Oh wait. Honey, I don't think there's a reason why people take more... oh wait, Don't you think there's a reason people take more traditional loot? Really? It's not that famous? Then I am unsure. And I can't remember if the one that's coming to my mind is that explicit or not. Wait, need to check the name. Yes, checks the name. Poppet! Hello, Poppet! It is good to see you! Wait, well, because they couldn't come up with create. Whoa, God, we're getting memories from past now. Remembering what Mum and Dad said for photo. Are you serious? Can't we just take a normal picture? Hey, how are you? I'm doing okay. Things have been a little chaotic the past week, but they seem to be settling down now. I am very much hoping I can attend your thing tomorrow. I'm pretty certain it's tomorrow. Although at least I'm getting back to my curling tomorrow as well. Gonna go do sport again. Right, yes. Look at this. What a cute cat. Oh, so you're only trying to talk Adora into your plan now? Yeah. Why is that jumping back and forth? Right. Our very first family photo together. A seemingly ordinary picture, but with an amusing story behind it. Oh, you've just gotten done making the preparations for your event tomorrow. Well, that's good. Oh. Yeah. I'm excited. I bet you're excited. Where is the dude? I know you sent me a personal invite to the thing. Yes, Poppet Spooktacular Rave. I have no idea what avatar I should attend this as. Right. Close that. I don't need Discord up. Oh wait, it's called I Think I Turned My Childhood Friend Into a Girl. I have not heard that one. Well, technically all avatars are costumes. Yeah, you're not wrong, Poppet. I could just show up as me, couldn't I? Okay, of course, I think walking seahorse is probably going to reasonably fit in for a costume thing. Oh, it is pretty wholesome. Okay, if it is wholesome, I may need to investigate this. I need to click buttons to continue. And so ensued a battle between an unstoppable father and an immovable mother. As always, Mum won, and leaving Dad with his shoulders hunched in defeat. While Mum was talking to the photographer, I snuck over to Dad and whispered, "Let's wear costumes next time." He only responded with a slight nod. When I looked at the photo afterwards, I saw he had given me bunny ears. Ooh. Sadly, the world just isn't ready yet for this kind of peak. I see. The same with VTubers. I mean, I just know I'd be weird. Right, yes. Mum noticed shortly afterward, and Dad gave a light rap on the head. No, I gave Dad a light rap on the head. but a sheer dad-like triumph on his face sent us all into a fit of laughter. Ooh. I am excited for the day I can go outside with a Okeo background proudly. Yeah. Oh, wait, what is this thing? This looks funky. I'm currently wondering if this doodad is like porcelain or metal. When I was young, Mum often told me it was dangerous to go into the kitchen or attic alone, but the more someone told me not to do something, the more I wanted to. I mean, typical child. Okeu being a Japanese HoloLive VTuber. Right, I'm gonna need to... I am at least aware of HoloLive. I'm just not particularly familiar with all of their VTubers. There we go. Oh, she is cute! She's adorable! She's so cute. I don't think I'd question much if somebody had an anime girl as their phone thing, whether I knew who they were or not. Right, yeah, no. Child being told no, not wanting to do thing. Yeah, one day when Mum and Dad were out, I excitedly went into the kitchen to examine the cupboard that was just barely within reach. My heart was pounding as I opened the cupboard. There were so many beautiful porcelain teacups, and I took out the one I thought was the prettiest. Right, so we're going to be fixing the broken teacup. Suddenly, the front door opened with a creak. Someone was back. Oh, yeah, it's not that embarrassing. I'm kind of exaggerating for storytelling purposes. Fair enough. Fair enough. Ah, crash! It was the sound of the porcelain breaking on the floor. The teacup had slipped out of my hands. The sharp sound of the shattering porcelain froze me in place. I heard Mum urgently calling my name. Once she came into the kitchen and saw what happened, her face froze. That crash jump scared you? Oh no. Not expecting the crack sound. Alright, Colleen. Oh, I have multiple tools now. Her face was so pale and stern. I had never seen her look like that before. Whee! Scrubby dub. This is already a nice looking teacup. I really wish the handle wasn't broken. I understand why the handle's broken, but I'm kind of sad about finishing Silk Song, since it was a pretty unique experience, but you know what they say. I mean, you can always go play it again. Don't be sad it ended, be glad it happened. Yeah, indeed. Always be glad it happened. What's this symbol? It must have some kind of meaning. Funky symbol. That looks like some sort of angel. It's normal. I always kind of feel sad after finishing something which was really good. When I finished One Shot, I think I was depressed for a week. Oh gosh, I know I was really sad when the Professor Layton games ended. Although there is another one coming out in some degree of the near future. I didn't think they'd make any more of those. I'm still not really fully over Amori. I wonder, does... Ah, this works slightly faster. But really, it's not as thorough as the... Oh, this is just straight up the entire broken teacup that has been somewhat put back together. Since I'm apparently just going to continue yapping. This anime season has been pretty bad so far, has it? I'm not huge. As much as I've been getting back into watching animes, I'm not particularly familiar with this season of animes. Only one show I'm actually watching. Oh. Ah. Ah, Spy Family, yes. I started watching Spy Family recently. I don't know. I think I've watched all of it. Hopefully there's going to be other interesting stuff to watch, yes. But yeah, I started watching Spy Family. I think I've watched all of it now. I really enjoyed that. I usually watch the first few episodes of a show which I felt interested in, but I don't really have the time for it. So I'm going to wait a few weeks for which one to stand out. Ah, yeah. Not a bad idea. I've just been trying to find ones that seem somewhat interesting to myself and just watch whatever's there of it. Ah, there we go. A fitting appearance. Mum? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break it. Ah. Adora, are you okay? Are you hurt anywhere? Mom, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. I even broke one of the teacups. It's okay, Adora. Everything's okay as long as you aren't hurt. Yeah. I know there are lots of good stuff to watch, but I like to have a few shows I watch it. I watch an episode a week. It gives me something to look forward to. That's fair enough. I'm not entirely sure I've ever really done that. I'm most frequently like a binge watcher of stuff if I start watching a thing. But then that might just be I know that there is more and I'm gonna struggle to wait to watch more of it. Unless I'm given no choice. After giving me a big hug, she started to carefully gather the shards of the porcelain in silence. I still couldn't forget how she had looked at the broken teacup. The next day, I secretly retrieved the shards from the trash and clumsily glued everything back together. Then I returned the fragile teacup to its place in the cupboard, hoping that Mum would feel better after seeing it. Ooh, also One Punch Man Season 3 sucks, which was expected. I've only seen One Punch Man Season 1. How's Season 2 if Season 3 sucked? Oh, when Mum discovered the teacup later, she murmured, "This is a much more fitting appearance." I didn't understand why, but her smile looked bitter. Oh, both are bad. Just read the manga. Good to know. I shall just go find somewhere to read the manga. How many of these is there? Ah, that'll be the last key. So there's like 14 things. But yeah, I do remember, I was skeptical of One Punch Man when I'd first heard of it. Just because the concept of somebody being able to defeat anything with a singular punch didn't sound very entertaining. But after I actually watched a couple episodes, you're like, I now understand the hype. Ooh, well, even the manga is not doing well. It's not bad, but it's been stuck at the same arc for years. The author keeps redrawing the same arc. What's the... That can't be good. That can't be good, no. Oh. Ooh, Mum loved writing with fountain pens, no matter how long the letter or document. Whenever I asked if she was tired of writing so much by hand, she would always say, "It's difficult, but it's worth it." Ooh. Yeah, I'm not a fan of shonen, but One Punch Man is an exception. I've found a couple of shonen things that I like, although like the fight scene things, things that predominantly focus on some capacity of fighting, aren't something I'm particularly drawn to. Maybe because of how it subverted the genre. Yeah, that's probably why it's as good. It subverted the genre real heavily. Ooh, Mum had a routine before writing. First, she would sit at her desk with perfect posture, then she'd lay out a fresh sheet of paper. Finally, she'd select one ink bottle from her collection and gracefully dip the nib of her exquisite fountain pen. I loved watching this process, so I used to quietly sit beside her whenever she took up her pen. Watching her fill empty sheets of paper with her handwriting imparted a special feeling I couldn't experience anywhere else. So this is one of the ink bottles. She had so many inkwells, sometimes I'd spend a half a day just looking at them all. I don't think she'd use this one very often. You know, let's go this and see. I meant to rotate, not... Right, we'll just scrub off as much as we can with this and then get the toothbrush out. I haven't... An issue I've had is that my brain has been really struggling to focus during lectures for some reason. Oh no, it didn't happen with school. Oh, it did happen with school too, but it's kind of... it's more problematic with uni. Yeah, I could see that being more problematic with uni. No, it's not great that brain just decides, now we're not focusing right now. Because you need to be able to pay attention to your class. Thankfully, this first year isn't too hard, so I can still keep up, but I'm worried for later years. Yeah, when things start getting harder, that's going to certainly make it more questionable as to how well you're going to keep doing. Also, my brain automatically gets sleepy during math class, which is weird because I do like math. I wonder if it's something like brain should have like, oh, this is the easy bit, we don't have to pay too much attention. Yeah, right. I do like this hints thing where I can just see all the dirt highlighted. No, we're not wrapping it up. So much of the dirt got stuck around the thing. Oh! 2 achievements there. Clean 4 objects to 100%. Ooh, but apparently it considers it too much work now. Well, I mean, the further you go with math, the harder it does get. Even if you are interested in it. Ooh, only the darkest of nights you can discover are hidden within Lewis? That's a quote from Mum's favourite writer. Why is it written on here? Because it's a limited edition ink. Dad and I were still university students, so it took him a lot of hard work to buy it. But it looks new. Is it because you don't want to waste it? This seems that game is pretty short. Yeah, it does feel like this is going to be pretty short. Guess you could finish it in 1 or 2 streams. Yeah, it'll be interesting if it is one, like how many streams it does cover. Because I was thinking that there is a chance we could have it finished for tonight, but we're already an hour in, and there's like 14 thingies, and we've only done 4. So potentially 2, and then hopefully once this game's finished, I'll be in a better position to jump back into Blue Knight and figure out more of that. What? I did at least learn. I've been doing the lock safe puzzle wrong. It's not real world dates. It's in game dates, so I'm gonna need to figure out what date it is within game. I don't know if the game will tell me when the game started within it. Ooh. Oh wow, to Adora, Lily, and Ash's beloved daughter. You need to eat a variety of foods to grow big and strong. But I hate carrots! If you become brave enough to finish your carrots, I'll give you a fountain pen as a present. Ooh, there is one thing I've been improving in, which is drawing. It's always nice to get better at drawing. I was a little sad when I hadn't drawn in a while, and I went back to it and she was like, gosh, my my skills in art have deteriorated a bit. But then, like, I just started drawing more again, and it came back up to what I'm used to. Ooh, I adored fountain pens, so it was an irresistible offer. Mum looked into my awestruck eyes and said, "Do you know why I like fountain pens? Because you can learn about someone through their handwriting. Even if I wrote something without much thought behind it, I learn more about myself after reading those words." Ooh. I still do it pretty occasionally for now. Well, that's good. I try to at least draw something a week. Most artists try and draw something at least a day, but I don't have the brain processes or time to do that at the moment. It helps that I have been able to share my drawings somewhere, which motivates me a bit. Yeah. Oh, it's always great being able to show off your stuff. Part of the reason why I show off the stuff that I've been making in our Discord, so as all of you can see all the nonsense I'm making. Although there is stuff I'm working on behind the scenes for the stream and for others for their streams. Alright, oh. She gently closed the inkwell. For some reason, after that day, I never saw her use a fountain pen again. Wait, what? Ooh. I'm very bad at drawing digitally, though. Oh, yeah, digital drawing was a heck of a learning curve for me. I started as a traditional artist. I still like doing traditional art, but it's not as easy for me to get out my equipment to do traditional art than it is for me to sit down with the iPad and draw something. Because even just sitting down at the computer to do digital art on here is... As much as I don't have to pull out as much, it's still a bit much for me. Not only am I bad, but it takes too much time too. Oh, it's the learning about it. Just the learning how to deal with it. Because I know most people turn around and like, yeah, but you have the undo button. And you're like, right, but everything else is so abnormal. A 10-minute drawing takes me 30 digitally. Oh. Yeah, that's not great. It does take so much time. And the remembering layers thing. Remembering the layers that you're on. I can understand how some of these things would be handy. I have needed to do those things for some of the stuff that I do. But there's so much more to think about. Dad absolutely loved music. Whenever he could, he'd be humming or playing various instruments. He told me that he used to be in a children's choir and that he had joined a band during his university days. Whenever he returned home from work, he'd be singing a little song he composed titled "Dad Loves Coming Home." Mum would always warn him about disturbing the neighbours, but she could never mask her smile. Thanks to Dad, music enriched every dimension of our lives. Aha. The first line always made me laugh. What was it again? You can't hold me back, I'm free. No one can ever stop me, was it? What was that it? Oh, okay. I kind of wish you could remember that a bit more. Right, wee. Oh! We can play music on this thing. Musical turtle. I was not expecting this to make sounds as I cleaned it. I mean, that's typically not how woodwind instruments work. Come on. Must get all the little spots. I am learning that I need to give my screen a bit of a wash, because some sort of clean, because there's so many spots on my computer that I think are bits I have to clean in the game. And you're like, no, that's just my computer being dirty. Ooh. I hate the fact that I have 0 holiday until December. It's a violation of my human rights. That is, yeah. Yeah, I forget that you don't get as many holidays in university as you do for, like, school. Is there any spots that I can see? Oh, they are absolutely teeny tiny. Teeny tiny spots. Like, if I'm gonna clean the things, I might as well clean them 100%. Wait. I already thought the holidays you get in school in Scotland were too small. That's even worse. Oh dear. I mean, this is just what I'm familiar with the things, because I know I don't know if it's this week or next week, but like a lot of kids are getting like a week off for the October holidays. Ooh, Adora, I'm done after my hit single Dad Loves Coming Home. My newest release is Dad Loves the Weekend. Dad, you sure you're not a kid too? Haha, you got me my secrets out. How about a song? Where'd I put my ocarina? This is an ocarina! Dad, if you love music so much, why'd you become an accountant? Music and accounting are completely... Oh yeah, they're very different. That's a good question, Dora. You see, I love music, but it doesn't mean that I can live without it. I can't live without it. Oh. On the other hand, I get itchy if I don't work with numbers for even a single day. Interesting. This man needs numbers more than he needs music. To achieve happiness, it's not about doing what you want. It's about doing what you can't live without. When you find something like that, you'll understand exactly how I feel. Yes. Cute turtle-shaped ocarina. Dad often played his own songs on it. Dad then started to joyfully play his ocarina. His face was that of a man who had everything he needed to be happy. I suddenly grew curious and asked, "Then what can't you live without?" He replied, "Lily and Adora. That's why I'm the happiest man in the world. He then declared that his next song would be made. Dad is super duper happy. Despite my laughter, I couldn't wait to hear the next release in his Dad series. I often found myself humming his songs, and his words stayed with me. Would I also find something I couldn't live without? I'm liking this, Dad. This is great, Dad. A discreet apology. It's a cat. There's something about a discreet apology with a cat. One day on our way home, we came across a cute kitten crying by its lonesome. I couldn't bear to leave it there by itself, so I begged my parents to let me bring it back with us. Without hesitation, Dad started brainstorming ways to lure the kitten. Should we get some food as bait? How about foxtail grass? Maybe a cardboard box? Ooh, I just remembered, but another nice cute game like this is Here Comes Nico. It's a pretty cool, chill game. Ooh. Dad and I excitedly exchanged ideas, but after a few minutes, we realised that Mum hadn't said a single word. Oh dear. Dad really had the heart of a child. Instead of stopping me, he joined right in. Ah, there we go. I have looked up this thing. Oh, this is a very cute art style immediately. Ooh. Oh, it's a 3D platformer. A cozy 3D platformer for tired people? The fact that the description have immediately been presented with on Google. A cozy 3D platformer for tired people. So you do stuff to help, you do help the NPCs and stuff. That sounds nice. Oh, we have a new tool. This is Teddy. The cat squeaked. I do like little cozy games where you're just helping out the NPCs and everything. I know one of the few games I've 100%ed, that's like literally all you did. You just ran around. You had a little cafe that you ran, and then aside from that, all you did was help the NPCs out. That did not take me long to 100%. It did not have much to do for it. It was still a nice little game. Very much enjoyed it whiles I had it. Okay, that is actually part of this teddy. This is taking longer. Whee! It is so nice seeing this stuff just like get cleaned. There's pretty much a niche cozy game Wait, there's a pretty niche cozy game which you may not have heard about, but is pretty good. It's called Stardew Valley. The sheer fact I've played Stardew Valley on stream before. Stardew Valley is a great game. Aha! I don't think we're ready to own a cat. We don't know how to properly care for one. And we don't have any cat food or supplies. Nope. How can we care for it if we can't fulfill its needs? But, Lily, aren't you being a bit too serious? Of course, having a pet is a huge responsibility. But Adora can learn how to be responsible by taking care of it. And we can buy whatever supplies we need. What if its mother's still around? We might be taking a child from its parent. She could have been abandoned. That isn't something we know for sure. No means no, Adora. Oh. It makes sounds when you squeeze it. It would squeak squeak. I was so upset after we returned home. I slammed my door shut and refused to leave my room. That evening, Dad came over and gave me a stuffed animal. It was soft, fluffy, and looked like the kitten from before. Ooh. Wait, well, sadly, I have stuff to do, plus I don't want to sleep late, so need to leave. I hope you have a good sleep. And, yeah, I've at least been enjoying the game so far. It is nice seeing all the things we clean and figure out all these little cute stories behind them. I hope you have a good night. Bye-bye. Right. Mom bought this for you, but she didn't know how to give it to you. The softness of the plushie multiplied the sadness in my heart. A few days later, I saw the same kitten at the same spot. This time, though, it was another cat with a matching coat. Its mother. Mum was right. If I'd taken the kitten home, I couldn't help but feel ashamed. Unforgettable moments. Oh no, there's 16 things, not 14. We're not too far off, but halfway. Unforgettable moments. My hometown was always too warm for snow. If any snow did happen to fall, it would melt as soon as it touched the ground. Things like snowball fights and snowmen only existed in TV shows and fiction. Some of my childhood wishes included leaving snow footprints in fresh white snow, making snow angels, building a huge snowman. Oh, I remember building a snowman bigger than myself. Me and my friends just wanted to make sure that we wanted to build as big a snowman as possible. When we finally had time for a family trip, I begged to go somewhere with an abundance of snow. Oh, I love the snow. Oh, it looks like there's a whole bunch of leaves covering it. That's interesting. And that's how we ended up having a snowy vacation. Thanks to that, I got to check off a lot of things on my bucket list. That's cute. Oh, there's... Oh! Okay. Alright, so we're gonna have to actually polish it clean. Why is there so many plants on this thing? Wait. How we can actually shake it up. Right. Are these bits? Yeah. That is dirt. Right, I'm gonna polish the glass first. Because I kind of want to see it just... I want to see the snow. Start scrubbing away at all these now. I love that I can just shake this and it actually does. It does the snow. The snow moves if we shake it about. Or at least it moves about more. There we go. Dad, the snow crunches when you step on it. And when you lie down. It's so soft and fluffy. Really? Then I want to lie down too. Huh, you're right. Adora, it's really soft. I saw on TV that if you wave your arms and legs like this, you can make a huge snow angel. Then how about we make some big snow angels to watch over our family? Okay. Marshmallows are ready. You two better eat first or you won't have enough energy to play. This is cute. A snow globe we purchased on the family trip. It evokes many happy memories. We made giant snow angels, built snowmen, and had an all-out snowball fight with no regard for how snow-crusted our clothes became. After it grew dark, we gathered around the fireplace and drank sweet cocoa. As the comforting warmth of the fire lulled me to sleep, I could hear Dad humming and Mum turning the pages of her book. On our way home, we brought a snow globe to commemorate all the wonderful memories of our vacation. However, since some time ago, I had deliberately hid the snow globe out of sight. Those warm memories became a source of agony as they reminded me of days I could never return to. Well, that's sad. Oh, chapter 1's complete now. Chapter 2, What I Dreamed of. Oh. I had hoped to find the attic key in the living room, but it didn't turn up. I decided to search my room next. It looked exactly as it did the day I left home. Only a thick layer of dust on everything indicated any passage of time. My focus was drawn to my desk where my dad's pocket watch lay. There used to be a time when its cogs still turned and its soft ticking could be heard. I absolutely love the sound of a ticking pocket watch. Oh. When Mum gave Dad his pocket watch, Dad was delighted with the engraved design. In a lily, just like Mum's name. Wherever Dad went, so too did the pocket watch. Shortly after I started high school, the pocket watch fell silent for good. No! No, we need to fix the pocket watch. I don't think... If I was given a pocket watch, I don't think I'd be able to handle it going quiet. Dad, how are you doing? Are you still cracking jokes over there? I don't think I'm doing that well. Oh, it's raining outside. You can see the rain and all the shadows. Oh, I'm cleaning all of the outside before I touch the flashing thing. No, absolutely must make pocket watch back to full cleanliness. Okay. There we go. Push the pockets watch button to open it. It's got a crack in it! Etched in heart. Oh, that's a nice pocket watch. Right, tab. Oh, there is still... go. Dora, how many times have I told you to not call the office directly? You're usually back by now and I couldn't get in touch with you. Oh, I'm sorry, I got caught up in work and completely lost track of time. I'll make sure to check my phone more often from now on, but please, text instead of call. Alright. Oh yeah, Mum. I was cleaning my room earlier and I found a cassette player Dad gave me. I'm sorry, Adora, but I still have a lot of work to do. Don't wait for me. Make sure you don't go to bed too late. Mum, wait, Okay. A broken pocket watch. It remains entirely frozen. Just like my family's. I desperately needed Mum, but she threw herself into work as if she wanted to forget Dad, and maybe all of us. Days passed and we barely spoke to or even saw each other. I kept telling myself that I had to try and to understand her, that she was raising me all by herself now, but my grief and sorrow grew nearly unbearable as they rendered my nights sleepless. Things would have been much easier if I'd just blamed her. Yet, whenever I saw Mum so exhausted and fatigued, sadness came before anger. I hated her for leaving me alone, but at the same time, it pained me to see her eroding away. As much as I longed for her comfort, I wanted to comfort her too. Well, dang. Dad left a lot sooner than expected. What I found in the darkness. Close that. Where's the charger? Oh, there is the charger. When I couldn't stand the silence in the house, I would listen to Dad's tapes. Listening to those songs made it feel like he was right beside me. One day I heard a composer tell his story on a radio show. When I was a kid, my father used to hum songs he had wrote himself, so I became interested in music. I hardly saw him after my parents' divorce, but whenever I sang his songs, I felt like I was back in those happy childhood days. That's how I started composing. For me, it was a way of bringing comfort not only to me, but to others in similar circumstances. I could see myself in his story, and his song resonated with me. Naturally, I admired him. Finally, I understood what Dad meant. I wanted to tell him that I'd found something I couldn't live without doing. I found a part-time job and started saving money for composing tools. She needed the music. When Mum asked about it, I thought she was finally taking some interest in my life. Oh. I think it still works. Should I turn it on? Where's the on button? Ooh! Oh! Listen to drum echo. Is there anything else on here I can touch? No? No. Whee. Oh, it's so much brighter than I thought it was going to be. I may have the hints now, but I wanna... I wanna see if I can get it all on my own first. Ooh. Ah! That's what I've missed. There we go. Oh, I have missed somewhere. Where else? Earth else have I missed? All these teeny tiny parts. There we go. I needed to move the doodad. Mom, you're late again. You must be exhausted. Yes, a little. How was your day? Adora, what are all those things? Oh, these. A MIDI controller, a microphone. They're tools for composing. Mm-hmm. By composing, do you mean composing music? Uh-huh. I started making songs little by little. And I got a part-time job to buy these tools for myself. Wait, Adora, a part-time job? You started working just for a hobby? Adora, you need to be studying hard for your future right now. Don't waste your time on things like that. And quit your part-time job too. Oh, Mum really doesn't understand. A red MIDI controller, the first piece of music equipment I ever bought with my own money. I wanted to tell her it wasn't just a hobby, that I was serious, but before I could say anything, Mum said she was tired and headed toward her room. My words were met with the sound of her door closing shut. I was left alone in an all too familiar silence. I was angry at Mum for not listening to my words, but I kept trying to understand her. I thought she might change her mind if I showed her how serious I was. Much like how music had comforted me, I wanted Mum to feel comfort too. If possible, with a song of my own creation. Ooh, a melody of comfort. After that day, I spent every spare moment composing. Not only was it my first song, but it was a song for my mum. When I felt that I had poured enough of my heart into it, I recorded my song onto a cassette tape. I fervently hoped that it would bring her some comfort, even if I couldn't fully convince her. If I could at least help her feel a little bit better. When Mum came back home, exhausted as usual, I nervously handed her the tape. I thought if Mum listened to it, she would understand how serious I was. I'm a little worried that she doesn't learn how serious the kid was from this. Now all the little tiny bits. Whee. Oh. I wonder. Okay, so I need to eject whatever's in there. We... Ah, this is empty. Oh. It's being really thorough with all the, like, little nooks and crannies of this thing. What tiny speck have I missed? There we go. That's the little bit I missed. A melody of comfort. You composed this yourself? Yeah. The melody came to me first, so I started with that. I'm still working on the lyrics. Oh, and there's another one I'm preparing for a competition. The theme is, hold up, Adora. Didn't I tell you last time? You need to focus on your studies. Mum, I know it might seem like only a hobby right now, But please, can you at least try listening? Adora, do you even hear what you're saying? How can you waste time on this instead of studying for your future? I'm tired, so let's talk about this another time. Another time? When's that gonna be? When you quit your job? As if that'll happen. Adora, I'm saying this for your sake. I'm serious about becoming a composer, and I want to make it so you don't have to worry about money anymore. And people said I'm pretty talented, so Adora, I said no, don't even think about it. That's only gonna make her want to do it more. Right now, you may feel like you're special. Talented. There is no word more meaningless. Don't get carried away because of a mere compliment. Praise proves absolutely nothing. I'm really not liking the mum right now. No. Dad's cassette player, despite how old it is, it can still play tapes. Why was she so angry? Was she more tired than usual? Even now, I still don't know why Mum reacted so explosively. I never expected her to yell at me like that. Her fury left me speechless. I'm currently suspecting that because Dad was so musical, she can't bear music now. While I was stunned, she tore the tape from my hands and threw it into the trash. Without so much as a backward glance, she said, "Stop wasting your time on worthless things like this." What she threw away wasn't only a cassette tape. Therein was a piece of my heart that held my drive to comfort Mum, despite the loneliness after Dad's passing. Even if hating her was the easiest path, I didn't give up in trying to understand her. But at that moment, when my heart was equated to trash, I felt something disappear from inside me. After Mum's rage quelled and the silence fell once more, I finally gave up trying to understand her. Oh, a gramophone. The right to hurt. Oh, let's clean the item. The music box was the last present I ever received from Dad. Whenever I felt lonely, I'd wind it up and talk to him as if he were right beside to me. Dad, if you were still here, you would have supported me, right? Mum doesn't understand what it's like to have a dream, to have something you can't live without. All she wants to do is fit into the mold. That's probably the only kind of life she knows. I cried for a long time, pouring out my anguish. Listening to that music box play, yet it felt like Dad was sitting right next to me. So it's the little music box in the shape of a gramophone. Oh, there's another tool. After that day, I stopped waiting for Mum. I didn't even want her to talk to me anymore. I had nothing to say. What is this thing? Oh! Okay, that needs to fill itself back up. You know what, I'm curious. How much is this going to clean off of here? Whoa! Yeah, that thing does well. I kind of wish it would be a bit faster in going back up. That was a lovely little tune. I did not process how dirty the back of this was. I've cleaned so much of this thing. Why is it saying there's still a lot more to go? Ah! There we are. That's why I needed to open it. Can I see it spin? Oh, yes. have I missed? Oh, there are several spots I have missed. Oh, goodness. There we go. Adora, can we talk for a minute? I'm busy right now. I'm sorry for how I acted. I must have been tired, so I got emotional. But it was for your sake, Adora. I don't want you to suffer. Right now, things may seem fun and exciting, so you might think that the road ahead will be easy. Someday you'll understand. I feel like Adora already somewhat understands. For now, it would be better for you to focus on your studies and keep composing as a hobby. Now, I get why you're saying these things. You've never had anything you've truly wanted to do, have you? All you've ever done is live by other people's standards. That's why you don't understand how serious I am and what it's like to have something you can't live without. If Dad were here, he would have understood me. At least he wouldn't have thrown away my tape like that. He wasn't anything like you. A music box that plays after you wind. The last gift, yeah. Oh. Yeah, that last statement was I perhaps shouldn't have said that. I deliberately chose the words that would hurt her the most. Of course you did. I thought that I had a right to, since she was the one who hurt me first. Mum said nothing during my verbal onslaught. Her silence only fueled my rage, so my words become harsher, crueler, and more vicious. Mum quietly took my wrath. After the room fell silent, she left without a single word. Left alone, I picked up the music box and said to myself, "It's okay, that was nothing compared to what she did to me." I feel like that's a little questionable. It was a peaceful weekend afternoon. I'd started to doze off after putting stickers all over Dad's camera. In my half-awake state, I could faintly make out Mum and Dad's voices as they quietly talked. I wanted to keep listening to their conversation, but before long, I fell asleep. Dad used to take pictures of me and Mum whenever he could. It looks like it still might work if I charge it. I'll try turning it on after cleaning it. Oh wow, this is really dirty. Whee! Oh! Geez, that was a lot dirtier than I thought it was. Made in Korea. Oh, that's the flash. Where's the on button? That's the picture button. Wait, accidentally take a photo? Why is the achievement I somewhat intentionally took the photo there. That wasn't really an accident. That'll work a bit faster here. Ah! Oh man, there's still so much dirt. Right, round the stickers. Oh wow, there's so much. I've missed so much on this camera. I needed to pull out the thing further. Wait, I've missed something. Where's the last bit? Ah! There we go. radiant dream. Adora, did you finish your homework? Shh, she fell asleep after playing with the camera again. She really does love it. She's interested in so many things, like music and writing. Guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh? I only hope that she doesn't become like me. You still have regrets about back then? You know, I thought you were so beautifully radiant. It's all in the past now. I was naive and foolish, chasing what was only a dream. Now I'm awake and live in reality. Let's not talk about this anymore, alright? Alright. Now a discontinued digital camera. It was decorated with stickers that I'd stuck on as a child. The camera continued a recording that I'd never seen before. I had pressed the record button while I was asleep. Had I pressed the record button while I was asleep? The slanted video captured a long conversation between Mum and Dad. I found it difficult to understand. The Mum I knew had always seemed so ordinary. Suddenly I realised that perhaps the words I had so aggressively thrown at her that day meant more than I had thought. The moment kept playing over and over in my mind. How silently she stood before my anger. How silently she had left the room, followed only by the sound of the door closing. What she dreamed of. Only Mum's room was left, holding the old doorknob. I felt as if I were about to meet Mum herself after all this time. Her room was filled with boxes, all neatly labelled and sorted by purpose. Somehow it seemed like she knew she wouldn't be coming back. One box in particular caught my attention. Things I couldn't throw away. This box contained many trophies that I'd never seen before. No, we've got all the tools right now. Where did she get all these from? I really don't know anything about Mum. Looks exactly like the symbol I saw in her teacup. Oh, it does. Ah, there is a... Polish, polish. This is a very fancy looking trophy thing. Oh. Come on, we can do it. There's so much left. There we go. Where that dream now resides. Dad, what's that? A trophy? Yep, I got this for winning first place in a math competition. Cool, huh? Wow, does Mum know? There's no way you wouldn't show her something this cool. Course she knows. I bragged about it all the time. But then she looked at me with a sullen look and brings the box. The box? Adora, how about a snack? We have cheesecake. Dad, don't change the subject. A trophy I had never seen before. Writing competition first place, Lily Meyer. It is the same symbol as the teacup. So, this was the box that Dad had mentioned. I took out a few trophies and read their plates. School writing competition winner, youth short story competition, excellent award, novel contest first place, all with Lily Meyer. These accolades demonstrated how much she had achieved, and they were proof of a dream Mum once had. She was talented enough to win all these awards. Why didn't she pursue writing as a career? And why did she stop me from chasing my dream so badly? One after another, thoughts endlessly flowed through my mind. Well, dang. Something's got to have happened to Mum then. Our last moment? This is the last moment we had with Mum. Things were never the same after Mum threw away my cassette tape. I couldn't pretend that nothing had happened. This animosity persisted after high school. As I left home to study music at a distant university, I told myself I wouldn't call her until I had succeeded. Back then, I believed once I graduated university, success would easily find its way to me. However, just as Mum warned, the world was much colder than I had thought. Awards and words of praise became more and more meaningless. The further I drifted from success, the more I avoided calling Mum. I could already hear what she'd say. That's why I told you to stop. I told you it'd be a waste of time. I feel like regardless, it wasn't a waste of time. I wasn't ready to hear those words to my face. Even after I had changed my phone number, I couldn't bring myself to call her. After some time, I received an unexpected call from my aunt. Mum had passed away. Okay. I thought I'd be able to call her anytime I wanted. But I didn't have the courage to. That would mean that I'd have to admit that she was right all along. Oh, the tippy types. Oh my goodness, there's so much gunk there. This is going to be an absolute pain to clean. I do love this little machine. Whee! The tiny little spots. Okay. Oh, I haven't gotten all the hints yet. I haven't gotten to the point of hints yet, okay. Oh, wow. Teeny tiny, right. Oh. Ah. Okay. Ah, there we go. I just needed to get to that other bit underneath. Are you leaving? If I don't go now, I'll be late for my flight. You have a lot of luggage. I'll drive you to the airport. It's fine. I know you're busy. I'll be going now. Adora. A typewriter that looks like a prop from a black and white film. It seems like Mum typed her stories on it. Come to think of it, that was the last conversation we'd ever had. I'd left without looking back, determined to return only when I'd succeeded. I wanted to prove Mum wrong, but that door I shut so firmly never opened again. I opened a small drawer at the bottom of the typewriter. Inside were sheets of paper and the attic key. Most of the papers were stories and stories that Mum had written. The rest seemed to be contracts. Among the papers were a few letters that began with the salutation, "Dear Mrs. Lily Meyer." I picked up a letter that was filled with writing. "Dear Miss Lily Meyer, it has been some time since I last penned a letter to you. I recall in your previous letters that you have been a fan of mine for some time now. I wanted to let you know that I read the story you sent this time as well. Please understand that I say this for your sake. I have read your works for a long time now, and they lack any aspect of exceptionality. Certainly you could make a livelihood out of your writing, but I doubt that standard alone would be satisfactory to you. I understand your desire to be a writer. However, discretion is sometimes the better part of valor. I believe that your time would be better spent in another field of work. I truly apologize for conveying these words much too late. Sincerely, Lewis." Oh. So we found the key. Oh, but we still have this one to go through. Oh, well, I guess we're finishing this tonight. Words left unsaid. Lewis was the name of Mum's favourite writer. the writer she'd admired, the one who might have even inspired her to pursue writing. I couldn't begin to imagine how I'd feel if someone I respected told me to give up. I imagined Mum opening the letter, hoping to find praise or encouragement, but the further she read, the greater the despair on her face. Gosh. If a composer I admired had said the same to me, I wouldn't have been able to take it either. The dirt on this one seems to be a little bit harder to find. Right, well, let's use this for a little bit. Okay. I'm really wondering why we're cleaning a telephone of all things. Because everything else has been pretty linked to memories. There's the underside of these as well. Are these rust spots? Alright, okay, so I can take the rusty spots off with the toothbrush. And I think that's all of that. Let it fill back up a bit before I keep progressing. Whee! Ah, dang, I need to be filled up more. It is interesting how when it's like running out, it just gradients the dirt. Okay, I have at least hit hints. Thank goodness I have hit hints. Oh dear. Oh, I need to be able to pick this phone up. Okay. Ah, it's doing the buttons thing again. It needs to be clean. Everything else has been 100% clean. I'm not gonna start slacking now. There we go. Trying to find the tiny specks at the end. It's kind of difficult. Words left unsaid. Call recorded on February 19th. I think I'll be admitted to the hospital soon. Could you help me tidy up the house? Please. I don't think anyone else I don't have anyone else to ask to do this. Lily, don't say that. I still have a spare key, so I'll go by when I have time. Thank you. Before you come, I'll put away things like the trophies. It's strange, isn't it? Back then I was so desperate to forget everything. But when I was cleaning the house and saw my typewriter and all those trophies, I remembered the days when I wrote so happily. Why do we only realize how precious something is after we lose it? Writing and Adora. Lily, have you called Adora? I tried calling her 2 days ago, but she didn't answer. Maybe she's changed her number. I left a voicemail, but I'm not sure if she heard it. If I were brave enough to call sooner, would we still be in touch right now? Back then, I thought the best thing to do was give her time. A landline phone by calling a specific date. You can hear the recording for that day. The call was between Mum and my aunt. From her voice and coughing, I could hear how difficult it was for Mum to talk. After I left home, my pride and drive to prove myself held me back from contacting Mum. All this time, I never once thought about how Mum must have felt. I didn't think that she would regret what she had done, nor did I know that she had called me if I had just called her when I changed my number. Chapter 4, Nevertheless. Clean the item. As I looked at the old attic key that I found in Mum's typewriter, it reminded me of the excuse that brought me back home, finding my aunt's necklace. Maybe she knew everything and sent me here on purpose. I held the rusted key in my hand. It felt cold and hard, but somehow also warm. As I cleaned the key, Mum and Aunt's conversation continued. I felt like I was looking at myself. When Adora said that someone had called her talented, she was just like my young, naive self. It was too painful to see her talking with those bright eyes full of hope. At that moment, I wasn't looking at Adora, but rather the child I used to be. Of course. Oh, are we back to just... Back to just the toothbrush? Oh, there's so much more dirt on this thing than I thought there was. Oh, gee, I just entirely forgot to look at the bottom of this thing. There we go. Clean all objects 100%. Yes. Found inside the typewriter. The recording ended with a violent cough from Mum. Oh. This is really loud for me all of a sudden. There we go, turn that down. Right, the recording ended with a violent cough from Mum. I was left stunned, my heart painfully heavy. After some time I collected myself and headed to the attic with the key in tow. The attic had always been Mum's private space. When I snuck in as a child, it looked more like a storage room than somewhere fun, so I often wondered why Mum liked using it. As if to answer that question from my childhood, I found an old desk and a chair in one corner of the room. On the desk lay a necklace and a dusty journal with an all too familiar name. If I never came back to this house and cleaned it, if I had left those mementos undisturbed beneath the dust, I would have never learned about Mum's true feelings. I had a feeling that this diary had been waiting here all this time, just for me. I carefully brushed away the thick dust and opened it. That day, when Adora handed me her tape with such excitement on her face, I could see the hope in her eyes. That innocent face, certain she could realize her dream. I knew that face well. If only the Mum knew that her dream was, like, to a decent extent, to just comfort her. I was afraid that she would curse her wasted years and regret everything. I needed to stop this now. For her sake, I chose to be harsh. I believed that her hating me was the lesser of two evils. When I started to tidy up Adora's belongings, I was able to see remnants of her dream in my hands. Through them, I could feel her sorrow and joys. That was when I looked back on my past, my younger self, who had thought naive and foolish, who I had thought naive and foolish, was shining as brilliantly as those traces of Adora. I've wanted to tell her my true feelings, but I can't reach her anymore. All I can do is wait. I hope you return one day so I can tell you this. Adora, it was thanks to you that I was able to face myself again, even though I was ashamed of my past. I was happy to see a part of myself in you. I hurt you so gravely, yet you brought me comfort. I should have said this to you sooner. No matter what path you choose to walk, no matter how you live your life, I will always love and support you. Mum's diary ended there. After closing it, I noticed the letter laying on the corner of a desk. There was also something I thought I'd never see again. The cassette tape that I'd recorded my first song on. I put the tape into the cassette player and opened the envelope. The letter inside contained lyrics which seemed to accompany my song. I slowly recited Mum's lyrics. My novice melody and her poetic verses complemented each other well, as if they had always been together from the very start. What would you do to see those lost birds once again? Looking above, your eyes danced with the dawning sky. Gleaming with hope, they were as clear as crystal. Was it me who dusted everything? Bright in my dream, you're singing to the moon and stars, even lighting up my room behind you. Well, that indeed was a cute little game. At least it had a kind of nice ending to it. It'd have been nice if they could have actually spoke to each other about these feelings.
What would you do to see those lost birds once again? What can I do?
We're actually playing the song.
Hear them sing? Would you walk through me those wide, or search through lonely streams? If there's any chance to see them once again. Looking above your
I can't interact with some things.
with a dawning sky, gleaming with hope, they were clear as crystal. Was it me who dusted everything right in my dream? You're
We
singing to the moon and stars, even lighting up my room behind you. Will you be back to see your lemon trees in bloom? Will you be there to hold my hand? And we walk through hills and towns, or run through crowded streets. If you have some time to see me once again. Looking above, your eyes dance with a dawning sky, gleaming with hope, they were clear as crystal. Was it me who dusted everything right in my dream? You're singing to the moon and stars, even lighting up my room behind you.
Oh! Oh, that's such a cute little image at the end there. Oh, that was such a nice little game. Why? There we go. My buttons are only half working for some reason. I'm very confused. Anyway, I'll turn that off. Well, that was Undusted. I really enjoyed it as much as it was a fairly short game. That was nice. But I suppose for now it is time to head to bed. So I hope everybody's had a good time at the pod today, and that you all have a good day, night, sleep, whatever it is you have ahead of you. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Bye bye. Bye bye.